From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Enjoy every last bit of warmth while we've got it. Sunshine today, still a pretty gusty wind, but it's a southwest breeze that's been really helping our temperatures climb fast today. You see the camera rocking just a little bit from West Tulsa. We're in the mid-50s and still climbing. We're going to make a run at 60 today here in Tulsa and across Creek County, Okmulgee County, Okfuskee County. I think we'll make a run at 60 as well. Mid-50s to Pawnee, Pawhuska, low 50s, Bartlesville and Veneta right now. Mid-50s all the way down to southeastern Oklahoma, where of course you've been a little bit chillier at times the last couple of days after the big-time snows from Tuesday, but all the way into the mid-50s and climbing. Stigler, Wilburton, and Apodo. And compared to this time yesterday, a nice healthy bump up in temperatures, about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than lunchtime on Thursday. It will soon come to an end, though. When we talk about temperatures compared to normal, today and tomorrow with 60-degree weather in Tulsa, that's about 10 degrees above normal for highs this time of year. And then look where we go. We plunge Saturday night and Sunday, and we're probably going to stay there next week. Now, there still are some uncertainties about each little upper-level wave that rolls through from a precip standpoint, but it looks like this cold air mass, which has got a touch of Arctic air with it, is likely going to linger into much of next week as we head into right towards the beginning of February. All right, back to today's forecast and today's good news. Like I said, enjoy the upper 50s, near 60-degree warmth today. South winds will start to pick up overnight. By early tomorrow morning, that'll draw some cloud cover back in, that kind of low, mid-level stratus deck in the morning hours. It'll be a chilly morning, especially with that breeze hanging on. And tomorrow will be one of those days where that stratus deck will eventually lift and start to thin out. More than likely, if you're about east of Highway 75, you're going to have, I think, mostly cloudy conditions hanging on. So that'll keep highs in the 50s. Grand Lake, Tahlequah, Sallisaw, Stigler tomorrow. Near Tulsa, I-44 to the west, we should see at least some sun breaks to push us near that 60-degree mark. But if the clouds happen to hang in tough around Tulsa, that number could come down a little bit tomorrow. Oh, it'll still be above normal. Winds will be very strong, though. We're talking 30, 35-mile-an-hour winds on Saturday. Saturday night, here comes that cold front. We talked about this timing earlier. If you have some later night plans Saturday, you will still want to have the big coat, because once that front pushes in, you're going to feel it. And by Sunday morning, we're below freezing. Wind chills will be in the teens in some parts of northeastern Oklahoma. Here's the precip part of this as the front surges in Saturday night. A few showers, maybe even an isolated storm right along the front into eastern and southeastern Oklahoma. And then just watch really carefully here. You see this little pink showing up mostly in northwest Arkansas. Once the coldest air settles in, that could transition over. Any leftover moisture could transition over to some freezing drizzle early Sunday morning. We're not seeing any signs of anything widespread. That would keep any impacts pretty minor, but that's something we'll monitor Sunday morning. And then later in the day Sunday into Sunday night, as the cold air sinks south, there might be a freezing drizzle window in southeastern Oklahoma. And here's what's happening. Again, once the cold air surges in at the surface, we have a southwesterly upper level flow in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So that keeps steering these storm systems over that relatively cold air at the surface, but the air above the ground is a little bit warmer. So as these systems swing on through, they won't just be either rain or snow producers. They'll be kind of a messy mix of things at times because of that shallow cold air that these Arctic air masses often have. It gets a little warmer above that, and that can lead to that precip that starts off as snow melting and then refreezing into freezing rain or sleet. So this is kind of what we're having to watch for next week. The potential for some freezing rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Not continuous, but several windows of opportunity for light freezing rain, and then kind of a messy mix as we head towards the week. If there's a better chance for snow with one or two of these systems next week, it looks like that would be towards either late Wednesday or Thursday, but a lot of that is still up in the air. So just keep in mind next week's forecast, likely you're going to see a lot of these precip details change quite a bit as we get a better handle on things, but you can kind of tell the trend here, right? After a couple more warm days, we turn quite cold Sunday into next week and monitoring the chances for some more wintry precipitation.